Hello, good day, and I want to welcome you to SoftSchool Java. We've started the class and we've been discussing about Java and how to write programs in Java to develop applications in Java. This is a continuation of the lesson we've started so far, and I want to say kudos to all of you, everybody in the class who have been participating. I'm really delighted and I'm proud of you guys. I want to acknowledge these people who have done the assignment. I see your mail. I have Sani Lincoln. I have Adewale Lekan. I have Babatunde Lamidi, and I also have Ola Lekan. Yeah, those are the people I see so far. And then I was expecting to see Taiwo, Inye, and who else? Yeah, I was expecting to see more, but again, I hope you guys are not finding it difficult. If there's any area you have challenges, please let me know so that I will find a way to help you resolve it. Okay. I also want to say kudos to you guys. You guys have done a good job for those who submitted the assignment, and those who haven't submitted the assignment. I don't know. I'll think of a way to either give you a penalty or a way you guys can submit it. Because indeed, it's good you guys finish this course so that you could get the reward at the end. Okay, and indeed add to your knowledge and skills. Okay, today we'll be looking at week 2, day 1. So far we've done week 1, day 1 and week 1, day 2. And then week 1, day 3 was a review we did in our WhatsApp group, where we reviewed some of the things we did in the previous days, and also we also did some exercises which I gave to you in the WhatsApp group. So today we'll be looking at week 2, day 1, and we'll be looking at modifiers in Java. We've used some of those modifiers, and we didn't really understood what we did. But in this lesson, we're going to understand why we use those modifiers. Okay, why we use those modifiers like public, and then we'll look at how to use some of these modifiers as well, so that when we're writing our programs, we would know which modifier to use and the implication of using these modifiers. Then hopefully at the end of the lesson, I'll tell you my favorite modifiers in Java. Okay, alright, so to get started, quickly we'll look at modifiers in Java, and let's start off with the overview of modifiers. Now, when writing Java applications or Java programs, you can't just do but write a modifier. No matter how little the program is, you will definitely get to write a modifier. Now, modifier is a way to tell the Java program, or rather the Java compiler, how it will handle specific features in the program, like a variable, how Java will handle a class, how Java will handle a method. Okay, now defining a modifier with these features will tell the Java compiler and interpreter how to manipulate this content, or how to use this content in the program. So today we'll be learning how to work with modifiers. Now let's look at a simple program, and let me start off by showing you the modifiers and where we've used modifiers in our program. Alright, so quickly, without wasting any much time, let's jump into our Notepad++. I also want to believe that in this class we are conversant with the use of Notepad++. Although if you're not comfortable with Notepad++, you can also use them, either NetBeans or Eclipse. But why I decided to use Notepad++ is to show off how you can compile Java program using the command prompt, and also how to write Java program using your Notepad++. Like I said before, as we go through this training, very soon we'll switch to using IDE for development. Okay. All right, so yeah, I'm going to write a simple program and then show you modifiers. Now I'll start with saying public class. I'll call this creation. I don't really know why I gave it that name, creation. Okay, and then here we'll have public static void main string args. Okay, there. All right, so we'll put something here. System out dot print line saying let's get started. Okay, let's get started. Okay, now I'm going to save this, and of course, I guess you know how we save Java program. I want to believe again by this time you already know how to save Java program on your system. Yeah, so we're going to go to create new folder. Make a new folder called week2 day1. Okay, yeah. By the way, I also want to say, if you want a copy of this program we've written in week1 day1 and week1 day2, please send me a request on WhatsApp and I will send you these files. Okay, send me a request on WhatsApp with your email, then I will send you these files so that you could look at them and test them out on your system. Okay, so I'm going to save this as creation. I like to use uppercase C, creation.java. Okay, then I have to change the name here also to creation, like yeah, Java. All right. Okay. Now, looking at this simple program, a class. This, of course, you know this is a class, and this is a class block, and then this is a method, and this is the method block. Now, if you look at this program closely, you will see. I don't know if you can identify the number of identifiers you can see in a simple program. Okay. Now we have 3 modifiers. We have around 2, but like in all 3. Okay, we have 1. Okay, 2. Although this could be counted as 1. Then we have another one here, 3. Okay. This is a modifier. This is another modifier, and this is another modifier. Now, if you look at our list of modifiers I showed you earlier, here, so you see public. Okay, there's it here, public. Then if you see static, okay, there again you have static. Okay, modifier. Now, this is it. In Java declaration of a class block or a class name and a method name and also a variable, the rule states that we can declare int age is equal to 10. Now the rule states that modifiers should come first. Okay, modifiers comes first in Java declaration. Okay, you have modifiers, then followed by data type, then the variable or identifier. Okay, there. Okay, that's the rule. So we have the modifiers, we have the data type. Okay, then we have identifier, then maybe assignment and other declaration. Then let me put others here. Others. Okay, that's it. Others. So we have that as a rule for declaring entities in Java program. Like if you look at an example is this and this. Now if you look at this method, for instance, you have modifiers. Okay, that's it here. So you can have one or more modifiers. That means we can combine one or more modifiers for a variable, for a class, and for a method. Here. Okay, this is a method, this is a variable or identifier declaration, and this is a class. So we can have modifiers, and modifiers can come in any order. In most programs you see public come first, then you have some other modifiers, but the truth is, hey, this can also be written like this, okay, and it's still valid because these are modifiers. Okay, so modifiers. Then data type, look at this here, we have int. For instance, I can put here private, private modifier, then data type int. Okay, I can have double, float, string, anything here. Okay, but it must just be one data type. Now in this case here, you wonder where is the data type for this method. Yes, it has data type, but it's called void, means empty, blank. Okay, so modifiers, data type, then the identifier, which we have here, age. Okay, then for method, identifier is name. Okay, so we have several methods with different names. Okay, so that's it. Then others, here is based on if it's a variable, we have assignment and values. If it's a method, we will have a block. Okay, a block. Then for a class, a class doesn't really have type. Doesn't really have type. Okay, you just have modifiers, then identifiers. Like we have here, we have the modifier. Okay, okay, data type. Well, yes. Okay, I want to say data type class. I see that. I think it still follows the same rule. Okay, modifiers, public. We have data type class. Okay, then identifier, creation, then others is the block. I hope it's understood. Alright, so let's continue with our program. Alright, so here in this simple program, we have modifiers declared, we have return type, and we have so in this lesson, in this week 2 day 1, we'll be trying to figure out what is the meaning of all these modifiers in our program. Why we should have them. Okay, let me quickly compile this program, and then we'll start from there and begin to see the uses of these modifiers. Okay, let me save. Okay, it turns blue from red to blue. Let's open our command prompt. Alright, so we navigate to alright, so navigate to cd SoftSchool Java, cd week 1, week 2 day 1. Okay, go cls do a dir. We have creation.java class, then we'll compile java. I also want to believe that by now we should all be comfortable with compiling Java program. Java. There we go, compiled successfully. Now I want you to take note of something that happened. You can see I reversed this modifier. I guess you're used to public static void main. Now here I did a static public void main. Now I just want you to know that indeed modifiers can be put in any order. Okay, then before the data type, okay, then before the identifier, then others follows. Okay, so compile. Then again, I also want to believe that in this class everybody knows how to execute a Java program. Okay, let's get started. Great. So let's get started with modifiers. Now there's something called the access modifiers in Java. Access modifiers in Java. Now access modifiers in Java refers to the level to which a class or a method or an identifier will be accessed from that class or from where it is declared. Okay, then again I also want to say, based on the combination of identifiers, you cannot combine identifiers. You cannot, rather should I say, you cannot combine access modifiers. Like you can't have public, private, static, void main. No, you can only have one from here, and you can have one or more from here as the combination. Okay, I can have public, final, static, okay, void main, or I go like private, static, final, int, age is equal to 20 is valid. Okay, but you cannot have more than one from here. Okay, so let's see how public, private, and protected work in our programs. Now, for public means it is accessible generally from any position and from anywhere in the Java program. Let's see an example now. We're going to try to understand how public and private works. So let's go back to our program. Here in this place we have public static void main. I'm going to do a small adjustment to this program. I'll take this out from here, okay, and call this public static, or I should say public void compute age, okay, or I should say multiply age, multiply age. So yeah, I will like age is equal to, or say int new age is equal to like age asterisk age. So I'm gonna multiply the age, then we'll like system dot out dot print line, okay, the new age value is plus, yeah, remember plus is used for concatenation in Java and also used for addition. Alright, so we have this. Now I'm going to create another class. I'll call it the main class, public static void main. No, sorry, public class main class okay, then yeah, I go like public static void main, okay, string I also want to believe you understand what this thing means. I should have an example. I should have the example on how to use string args and the meaning in the Java program. You can look at the week 1 day1 video. Okay, now I have public static void main. Now let's save this as main class of Java, main class dot Java. Okay, alright, so now I want to create instance. This is a class, okay. A description of a class is just simply a description of an object, okay. And this is not an object, no, it's a blueprint, like a description of an object. For instance, let me give you what it means. Although we're still going to talk about classes and object later on. This can be thought of as a sketch for an object. For instance, say an engineer wants to build a car. The first thing he does is to draw out the outline of how the car will look like and the features of the car. Then after drawing the car, it takes it to the production, and then from the description or from the drawing that the engineer did on the car, then the objects will now be created from that design or drawings. The same thing also, this can be thought of as the drawings or the design for our object. Now we'll take it to production to create the object from this class. Here we go creation, like create is equal to new creation. Alright, okay, so we're gonna go like create dot. Now this is the object from this class, okay. This is the object from this class. We've just created an object from this class. So this is not the concrete object like the visible car that you see that was created from the design or the drawing of the car that the engineer did. Okay, so create. Now call this method multiply age. So you come here, create dot multiply age. There we go. So that's it. Alright, so now we're going to compile our program to see how it works. Okay, To compile now, we go like java *java. Now what this command means is that, hey, I want to compile every .java file in this directory. Okay, so it's going to compile all the classes in this directory. So if there's any error, alright, no error, let me clear the screen. Okay, then we go like java main class. Okay, so that the new age value is 100. Alright, so public. Now we are able to call this method because in the description of this method in the class creation, it was given the modifier public. Yeah. Okay, now if I decide to say, hey, private, okay, private. Alright, now let's see what's going to happen here. Let me clear this off, then again we'll compile. Now you see the error. Say on line number 6, okay, yeah, this line number 6 says error, multiply age has private access in creation and in the class. So we're having this error. It cannot resolve this method because it is having the private modifier. Okay, so now what it means is when a method or an identifier is given a private modifier, it means it can only be used within the same class where it is declared. Okay, like for instance, you see this age is given a private modifier, okay, and this method is given a private modifier. I am able to use this age, okay, which is 10, within this method. Okay, of course, this method is inside this class. Now whatever that is declared private can only be used within this class where it is declared. So yeah, I have age multiplied by age, and this age is from here and is having a private modifier. Yeah. Okay, so now if we go back here and we do something like this, system.out.print line create.age. okay, now let's try and compile this, saying the age value is that. Okay, so let's try and compile again. Compile. Okay. Alright, still the same error. Age has a private access in create, and then system.out.print line saying that age is private. So now let's give this a public modifier, public, public. Okay, now public. So there we still have our same program. Then let's compile again. Yeah, no error. Okay, because we just changed the access modifier from private to public. So public means it can be seen everywhere, both within this method and outside this method when an object is created from this class, like we see it here. Okay, so we say create.age. Now let's compile now and see what we'll have. Java main class, the age value is 10. Now we have here, the age value is 10. Okay, that's public modifier. Now, so I guess we understand how the public and the private affects our program. Now again, I also want you to take note of something. You observe that this is an object of the class, yes, and when I was trying to make reference to this variable age, okay, I did not put open and closing bracket. Okay, now that is because age is an identifier. Okay, please take note, age is an identifier. But if you are going to call a method like create dot multiply age, or we have it here, multiply age. I'm just too lazy to type multiply age. Now I have to do this. Now, so if you look at these two, the way they are referenced, this is calling dot multiply age and has a open and closing bracket, at the end of it, then this is having just age without the closing and open brackets. The difference is this is an identifier and this is a method. Okay, so I would like to want to execute this program again. Go like Java, compile everything. Okay, no error. Then we'll go Java main class. Okay. Oh, no error. Oh, look at this. We didn't save it. It's still red, so I have to save it. Okay. Let's compile Java. Okay, we have an error with the access modifier. Oh, it's still private. I want to change it to public. Public. Yeah. Okay. Then clear the screen. Compile. Then away we go. Now, so we have the age value is 10. The age value is 10 coming from line 6. Okay, then this one, the new age value is 100 coming from line 7, what we call the method multiply age. Okay, so multiply age method, which is defined in creation, is it here? Okay, so because it's public, it can be accessed, and then it's a method. When we call the method, we must give it an open and closing brackets. But if you're calling or making reference to a variable or identifier, there should be no open and closing bracket. I hope you take note of that. Alright, so I guess you understand what the difference are between public and private. Okay, so I want to believe we're done with this. So the next we're going to look at now is protected modifier. Now, for protected modifiers, it's quite subtle because I have seen the difference and the changes that have been made in protected modifier, and it is somehow some way similar to public. Okay, somehow some way similar to public, because the right from JDK 5 and 6 okay, protected modifier work in such a way that any method and any method and any identifier given the protected modifier cannot be accessed from an instance or an object of that class. But these days, from JDK 7 and JDK 8, things change a little, in the sense that if you have a protected modifier here, okay, it still works like public. Okay, so let's look at it. Yeah, it still works. Okay, it still works, because but normally the way protected modifier is supposed to work is this. Let me show you to you. Or initially how it works. When a variable or a method is declared with the modifier protected, what it means is that an object from this class, okay, which is in this case create, which is an object of this class creation, okay, cannot execute or make reference to identifiers or method with protected modifiers. No, the only way to make access to this variable or method is to extend this class and then make the changes you want to make or do the things you want to do. Then you can then make reference to this class. Okay, what I mean is this. Let me try and show you what I'm trying to say. Let me create a new class, call it public class my creation. Okay, now extends which class? Creates. Extends creates creation. All right, then let me save this as my creation.java. My creation.java. All right, now I want to. Now, what we just did here, what I just did here is I created a class called my creation, and it extends creation. This is a keyword in Java, extends, and it is used to show that a class, which is this class, is a child of this class, or should I say this class inherits the public and protected attributes of this class. Okay, so how can I explain it again? My creation is extending this creation, meaning that whatever that is declared in this creation, both method and instance, or both method and variable, in this case we have this and this, are available or have been inherited by this new class called my creation. Okay, let me show it to you, or rather should I say, let me prove it to you. Now here, this is our main class. Okay, here we said creation, create is equal to new creation, create an object from this class creation. Now I am going to change it a little and put my creation. There we go. Now if you take a close look at it, you will know that in my creation class I did not declare anything here. Okay, it's a blank class. All I did is what, saying that hey, my creation just extends creation, and in our main class I said hey, create an object from my creation class. So this is our create from my creation class. So let's compile and execute the program again. We'll clear the screen, then we'll compile everything. Okay, then go like Java, or rather let's go Java main class. Yeah, see, it still works despite the fact that there is nothing in this class. It still works. That's because, like I told you earlier, what this extend means is this new class has inherited everything defined in this class that are having the attribute protected or public. Okay, if I declare this to be protected or declare it to be public, it will be available in this class. Okay, but if I declare it to be private, okay, it will not be available. Okay, for instance, if I go like private private, and I go another private here, save, and then let's try and compile this, clear the screen, let's go compile. There we have errors. Now you see that it's saying error in line 6. Okay, coming from main class.java on line 6. Okay, it's trying to reference line 6, it's trying to reference age variable, and it's saying that it cannot age has private access in creation. So this is the issue, and also in multiply age also is also an issue because that's a private modifier. Now you understand that, or you observe that it is referring to private access in creation class. It's not referring to my creation. It's not referring to this class. Okay, it's not referring to this class because it understands that this variable is coming from this, because we have this keyword here, extends. Okay, so if we reverse the whole issue, everything should go back as normal. Or let's try with public public. Okay, so we go clear, then compile, then there we go. Okay, see, it works well, and it works fine. So it goes to show you that if you have public and protected, it can be seen everywhere and anywhere, and also if you have protected, also it can be used anywhere and everywhere, either within the class or from an object of this class. Then I want to show you off something again. It's talking about protected. The way protected should work, or used to work, was that when a variable or a method is having a protected modifier, it cannot be called, okay, like this from an object of the class, but it can be modified from a class that extends that class. Like in this case now, I can let me copy this from here, then let me put it here, okay, and I call this public, okay, or I can also give it I can also give it as the protected modifier. Then here let me do age to see age. All right, so let me save that. Now in this main class, I am creating an object from my creation. This is the object I am creating from my creation class. Okay, my creation class. Okay, now here I am calling the variable create.age. Now what it does is that from this object, it checks if this variable is in my creation class. If it is not in this class, it will look and check if this class extends a class. If it does, yes it does, it goes to this class, a creation, and it comes here looking for age. So it sees it, and if it's having a public or protected modifier, it's going to then display the value you have in that variable. Then after doing that, come to this line, the object dot create, it goes to this my creation class to see if this method exists there. If it does exist, which is this, it stops then and execute this and return the content, and this line ends, then it ends the program. Now the way it works earlier is my create.multiply age, when it checks my creation class, if it doesn't see the method, it goes to its superclass. Here, that's the word superclass. This is subclass. Go to the superclass creation and look for that method, then execute that method. Okay, but in this case, since we have it in this method, it will not go to the superclass to look for the method. It just execute this method. Okay, now what we just did here, or rather what I just did here, is that I have overwritten this method which is defined in the superclass. Okay, this is what is called method overwriting. Okay, all right, so now we're expecting to see 10 times 10 times 10, which is 1000 as our output. Okay, so let's see how it works. I'm going to compile. I want to clear the screen. I want to see the difference in the outputs. Okay, there we go, 1000. See that 1000, because why? My creation class extended the creation class and overwrote the old method, and then here we have the new value. All right, so for now, so far, protected works as public. If there's any difference, if I spot any difference between protected and public, I'll let you guys know. And if anybody knows about it, please inform me. I would also be glad to hear from you. Okay, so that is about the protected modifier. Okay, there's one other modifier I will also want to talk about. I don't see it here, and that modifier is called abstracts. Sorry, abstract. Default modifier. I'll tell you what it means now. I'll tell you what it means. Now, default modifier is not really like a modifier, okay, like a modifier like the other modifiers that are defined. Now, a default modifier just means that when you don't have a modifier for a class, like in this case here we have, if I remove this from here, okay, and I remove this from here, okay, and I remove this from here as well, they are valid. Okay, they are valid. They are valid. What this means is valid. This is also valid, and this is also valid without modifier. What this means is that this will be given a default modifier, and this will also be given a default modifier. So what is a default modifier? Somehow a default modifier is in a way similar to public modifier, yeah, but the difference is just that for a default modifier, only classes within the same package can have access to the default modifier. Okay, access to the default modifier. Okay, let's do this now. I'm going to let me take this from here and take this from here. It will compile fine. Remember what I just did now is that I'm creating an object from the creation class. This is the creation class, okay, and then we're making reference to this variable age and multiply age. they have no modifier. So like I said earlier, it will be given default modifier, which means it will still be accessible, or this program will still run fine. Okay, so the age and dot multiply age. So let's see. I'm going to compile. Okay, yeah, it still works well. The age value is 10 and the new age value is 100. Okay, now I said earlier that the default modifier will only have assets. Now we have can only make reference, or rather should I say reference can only be made to it if they are in the same package. If they are in the same package, if they are in the same package, how do I bring out that example? Let me try to do something and see if it will work out here. Although I haven't showed you guys this, but I know this might be a little bit package, a little bit out of the box, but please try and see if you can understand what I'm trying to do here. Now I'm going to declare a package here, com.softschool week2 day1. Okay, this is a package declaration. I know I should have shown you guys this in the first tutorial when we had week1 day1, how to use package. But again, I told you about Java source file that this is the order of things in the Java source file. The first thing is a package declaration, next thing is import one or more import statement, then followed by class declaration. Okay, so here I'm using the import statement in Java. So I'm saying, hey, com.softschool.week1 day1. Okay, yeah. Now what this means is that if I'm going to compile this, it will compile, okay, and create a folder called com, or rather should I say, to create a folder called week2 day1. That folder will be inside SoftSchool folder, and SoftSchool folder will be in com folder. Okay, now in this folder we will now have this class called creation, right? So let's give it a try. Now let me show you how it works. Now let me go to the directory structure. See, SoftSchool Java. Oh no, not that. SoftSchool Java. Yeah, we have week2 day1. Okay, this is my creation class, the main class, and the creation class. Now here we don't have any folder. Okay, so I'm going to compile. So go Java. Let me clear the screen. CLS. Go Java -d is an option you use with the Java compiler to tell Java that you are trying to create a package in your program. So it will be like Java -d. Then where do you want to put that package declaration? You can specify a directory. Maybe you could say c/ so and so and so and so and so. Yeah, or you must put them in quotes. Okay, but in this case here, I don't want to put them in any directory. I want to put them in this same directory. So I'm going to put a dot here. Then I'm going to compile that class. What's the name of the class again? Creation.java. So like creation.java. I have enough I can see there. I always want to stick to the naming convention. Okay. Alright. So yeah, see that com.softschool.week2 day1. This is our creation class. See that? Now good. Now if I'm going to come back here now, if I'm going to use this class creation here, I will have to do import. Okay, main class. I'm going to like import. I feel like copying this from here. Import dot creation class. Like the way we did import, like we would say import javax.swing.joptionpane. Yeah, it's something similar to what we're doing here, but this is our own class. So we have com.softschool.week1 day1, week2 day1, the creation class. Then we're in the class here. Okay. All right. So here we have the creation class, which we've compiled already, and here we are trying to create an object of it. Okay, use it. So yeah, I'm going to compile. What are we compiling now? We're compiling Java. We're compiling main class dot Java. All right. I want us to read the error gradually. Look at this. Creation is not public in com dot so and so and so and so and so and so. Okay, I can okay. Or let read it out. I want to read it out clearly. Main class of Java. Okay, line 1. This is line 1 here, saying that creation is not public in com.softschool.week1 day1 cannot be accessed from outside the package. I told you, cannot be accessed from outside the package. Okay, import com. Okay, this is the error. So line 7, it was where we create the object of that creation class. Okay, now it's saying that it cannot create an object from that class because this class is having the default modifier. Okay, default modifier, and it means that only classes within the same package will be able to access it. Yeah, now so to resolve this issue, okay, it's either I'll give this class the public modifier, or I will have to say package these two in the same place. Okay, so we have this package so on. Now if I'm going to put this in the same package, so we might not need to put this import there. Okay, alright, so or let's take this solution one after the other. Let's do this. I'm going to put public here, public. Okay, then I'm going to compile. I'm going to clear the screen. I'm going to compile again like we did before. I'm going to go back to our directory structure. Okay, let me delete this okay, deleted. Let's go back to our environment and recompile. Did we save it? Yeah, we did, or rather I did. Okay, I want to believe you want to do it also. Okay, so alright, so compile successfully, so we have it there. So I want to believe this will be declared public. So let's go back and then compile them. Okay, now I don't know if you observe the error now. Now the error is no more in line 1 but now in line 8, saying that we're trying to access age which is not public in creation. So hey, age is having a default modifier and cannot be accessed from outside the package. Okay, so the only way out is we come here, we say hey, you have the public modifier and you should also have the public modifier. Okay, so again we'll clear the screen, compile, great, then we go, yeah, so go Java main